Thanks for tuning in to the second video of the Hilltop garden. On this day we did a lot of weeding. We planted some lettuce and chard. The day before this I had actually cut about 20 spruce trees. They were all about 2 to 3 meters high. My grandfather had originally planted them and was planning to make them into hedges, but they had just gotten too tall and some of them had gotten disease. The bark was starting to flake and there were a bunch of problems with them. They were also preventing a lot of sunlight from hitting the raspberry field just north of it. So I decided to cut them all, and I cut them all with a very handy Japanese handsaw. And then we used those trees to make the wall. Instead of filling it at the actual brook, I'm just going to leave this on the road because it's too bumpy. So I'll just bring the water with this to the bucket, then bring it up because it's pretty bumpy. So this is how we water the hilltop. The closest house is about 100 meters away and it's downhill, so watering it with a hose isn't really feasible. So I'll get the water and bring it over here because bringing it through that is pretty crazy. Way too bumpy.
Okay.
So we used my uncle's wagon that I think belonged to one of his kids when they were much younger, and we bring a really big trash can down and we fill that trash can up with buckets of water. Total we can fit about 4 buckets of water into it, but we have to be really careful because sometimes we actually catch tadpoles or frogs, so we have to return them sometimes.
Now hold it while you pull it.
Yes. Make sure that doesn't fall. So we've managed to bring up 4 buckets of water into this, and I've splashed it with a bit of liquid fertilizer. Just fill this up with water like this. And we should be able to quickly and easily water everything like this. We usually have 3 watering containers, but on this day we forgot 2 at my mom's house, so we only had my grandmother's. Usually it takes about 2 to 3 trips to Frog Beach to get enough water. It's a really good workout. Usually about halfway up the hill I start to feel a burning sensation in my quads. Pulling it up definitely works out the biceps too. On this day we had help from another friend, but unfortunately my phone died, so we didn't get much video. We did a lot of weeding and it was long overdue. Some of the footage that was lost was actually the 4 of us planting tomatoes, bell peppers, and radishes that we started at our nature nursery. It's too bad. It was a really good experience to have us all there working together. On this day we brought 3 Korean chili pepper plants that we started at our nature nursery. They had grown to about 30 to 50 centimeters high, and we decided to try and plant them at the hilltop. We're hoping they'll do better there, but it seems like there's too much wind and maybe not enough sun. It seems like there's a lot of stress on the plants. We also had a lot of leftover red and yellow onions, so we planted a bunch of those in any of the empty spaces that we had. We also had some red and white radishes that we started at the nature nursery. We brought those and we transplanted them into the ground.
Okay.